Did you know that 93% of people quit right before success arrives? Think about that for a moment. Almost everyone gives up when the finish line is just around the corner. And yet, the remaining 7%, the ones who push through the pain, the doubt, and the fear, they're the ones who win. Today, I'm going to reveal why most people fail, why only a few break through, and how you can make sure you're not part of the 93%. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could change the way you see your struggles forever. We live in a world that celebrates instant gratification, fast food, fast internet, fast results, but success is slow, it's uncomfortable, it demands patience, and that's why 93% of people quit. They mistake discomfort for defeat, they confuse delay with denial, they believe that if success doesn't come quickly, it won't come at all. But here's the truth, the moment you feel like quitting is often the exact moment you're closest to your breakthrough. Think about the miner who stops digging just inches before striking gold. Think about the runner who slows down just before the finish line. That's the tragedy of the 93%. They don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they stop too soon. When you quit, you don't just lose the goal you were chasing. You lose confidence. You lose momentum. You lose the belief that you can endure. And every time you quit, it becomes easier to quit again. That's why so many people live lives of quiet desperation, stuck in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, dreams they never pursue. But here's the twist. Quitting doesn't erase the pain. It only replaces it with regret, and regret is heavier than failure. Failure teaches, regret horns. Which weight do you want to carry? So what makes the 7% different? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's persistence. The 7% understand that pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. They know that every setback is a setup for a comeback. They embrace the struggle because they know it's shaping them into someone stronger. Les Brown once said, "It's not over until you win." That's the mantra of the 7%. They refuse to let circumstances dictate their destiny. They refuse to let fear silence their fight. They refuse to stop until the victory is theirs. Psychologists call it grit. Grit is the ability to persevere in the face of obstacles. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Anyone can be intense for a day. Few can be consistent for years. And that's why grit predicts success better than IQ, talent, or even opportunity. Think of Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. But he didn't see failure as defeat. He saw it as data. Every failure brought him closer to success. That's the mindset of the 7%. They don't fear failure. They use it now. Let me ask you, what's stopping you? Is it fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of wasting time? Whatever it is, understand this. Fear is a liar. Fear magnifies obstacles and minimizes opportunities. Fear convinces you that you're not ready, not worthy, not capable. But here's the secret. The 7% feel fear too. They just don't let it decide for them. So the real question isn't whether you'll feel fear. The real question is whether you'll act anyway. Let me share a story. The young man dreamed of becoming a speaker. But he was laughed at because he stuttered. He was told he'd never make it. But he refused to quit. He practiced. He persisted. And eventually he became one of the greatest motivational speakers in the world. His name, Les Brown. Another story. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter was accepted. Imagine if she had quit after the 11th rejection. The world would never have known Hogwarts. These stories remind us that success isn't about avoiding rejection. It's about surviving it. Here's the turning point. You can choose to be part of the 93% or the 7%. The difference isn't in your circumstances. It's in your choices. Every time you feel like quitting, you're standing at a crossroads. One path leads to regret. The other leads to resilience. Which will you choose? So how do you stay in the fight? First, set micro goals. Break big dreams into small wins. Second, track progress. Celebrate every step forward. Third, reframe failure. See it as feedback, not defeat. Fourth, find accountability. Surround yourself with people who push you. Fifth, visualize success. See the finish line before you reach it. These aren't just motivational cliches. They're strategies used by the 7% to keep moving when the 93% stop. Imagine the moment you finally win, the moment you cross the finish line, launch the business, publish the book, or achieve the dream. Imagine the pride, the relief, the joy. That moment is waiting for you, but only if you refuse to quit. Remember, pain is temporary, regret is forever. Choose pain, choose persistence, choose victory. So here's my challenge to you. Don't be part of the 93%. Be part of the 7%. Refuse to quit. Refuse to give up. Refuse to stop until you win, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. And if this message resonated with you, subscribe now, because I'll keep bringing you the tools, the stories, and the strategies to make sure you stay in the fight.